Yeah, I gotta take scroll off the cast list again. So, okay, well, I'll have to do that in a little bit. Anyway. There we go.
The campaign?
Well, I didn't add it to the Beyond sheets, but yeah, I did make my character. She's somewhere. Let me go get her.
Okay. Wait, I'm not seeing it. Or I'm just blind.
Yeah, I just pinged you. It should appear.
I just have a variant human without a background because I am way too broke. Hashtag jobless.
You have a character sheet?
I don't. I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, I can work with that, but please make a character sheet within the next week or so. But
All right.
what's her let's just say she's at like 11 hit points for now until like that's what the average is for everyone else.
All right.
And what's her class and, race?
I forgot. I don't know if she's like an archivist or something, or archiver. I don't remember, but something like that. I forgot.
You mean an artificer?
Artificer. Yeah, that's what I meant. But yeah, for some reason, sorry, I had to mute. Someone came in my room. I love it when people invade my room for no reason. But yeah, I couldn't access the Beyond site for some reason on my phone. So I'll probably have to access it via my Chromebook or something.
It's okay. Who pinged me? Oh. I say who pinged me.
Fire.
And it's Diamond Server that pinged me.
Oh.
Anyway, let's just see who's here. Okay. We'll start relatively simple. We're in. Okay. Is everyone here or everyone ready?
I am.
Mhm.
No one else. Everyone else had to cancel, right?
Yeah. Also, I am dreading. Diamond sent me the voice clip, and I'm dreading hearing this for the entirety of the campaign.
And you're going to.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, you forgot. I went into a little bit more detail with War than I did with you, April.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Unoya still doesn't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, some gents is crap.
Is the stream up, Diamond?
Yeah.
Stop complaining about Diamond's voice. Thank you. Everyone roll a flat d20.
Oh no.
I'm
Okay.
already.
14.
Hold on. I might, since I have a variant human, what I might do is I might like adjust the stats or something.
17.
Where's Vesper? Just flat d20, nothing else, right?
Nothing else.
6.
What? If you can't access like D&D Beyond, you can just have Google roll a d20 or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Google-
do. Yeah, I'm gonna do the dice. Okay. All right, yeah, I got the dice thing pulled up. All right, I just rolled the dice. I got 16. If that's what you wanted to know.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Dak, we'll start with you.
Right.
Me?
I just wanted to. Yeah, I just wanted to get an initiative order without asking you to roll initiative because we're not
Okay,
fighting.
where are we?
I will explain if you give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You are walking into a relatively rural American town. What you'd expect when you looked at like a Western set from, I don't know, the 90s. So all wood. It looks like a desert. There's a tumbleweed. There's probably a diegetic like sound from those old Western movies. But the only thing that's like out of place is everyone seems to be leaving. And there's a bunch of horse and carts, and they're heading on a road to going east. What do you want to do?
How far away are the people currently getting onto the cart? I want to stop
They're-
someone. And
They're all over town. There's pretty much if a horse and cart isn't in front of a building, it's already on the road.
okay, well, I assume there's some people around I could feasibly stop.
There's about 5 people in various states of packing and leaving.
I'm going to approach any random one, the closest, and I mean, I'm just gonna
Okay,
approach them. I don't feel like it. Yeah.
Let me get my notes 1 second. Okay. The closest one is a tabaxi with white fur and an orange face. She is currently picking up a box and putting it in her carriage, but the box is making a lot of meowing noises.
My eyes narrow as I look at the box, but that's of no matter to me at the moment. I face towards the tabaxi, and well, I start to talk. So let me.
Oh no.
Hello, my name is Daphne Thornton Sullivan, also known as Daff. Can you tell me what's going on here? Why is everyone leaving? I'm on a diplomatic trip to the capital to try and discuss some things with the local people in power, but well, I've stopped here, but
whole voice.
what? Now, what? Wait, what was that?
I said, don't make fun of Diamond's awful voice. I know it's awful, but he's trying.
I'm sorry. This is the
Diamond.
damn best JFK voice you have ever heard, you know, and you are not going to tell me anything otherwise. First of all, you didn't even know that I was doing a JFK character forever, so you have no right.
I
And
never
this-
heard JFK speak.
You what? My God. This is gonna
I'm sorry,
be
did you just
horrible.
say you don't know who JFK is?
She said she'd never
I
heard him speak.
Me either.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Anyway,
Cool.
You done being outraged, Diamond?
Insofar as that I have to figure out a JFK speech to send you, no, but yeah, otherwise.
Because the Tabaxi looks at you weirdly because she doesn't recognize your accent, but we're all heading out of town for different reasons, but I'm trying to avoid the dragon. I think she says, pointing over her shoulder to a dragonborn who's trying to saddle up a horse, is running from the law.
I see. Oh. Well, I would inform the local sheriff around here, but I assume
Local
he's probably
sheriff
out of
left
town
2
as
hours
well.
ago.
That's what I assumed. Anyway, you said a dragon? What do you...
Yeah.
And this is why the whole town seems to be evacuating.
Yeah, I mean, like, at some point you just cut your losses because we're not the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, and we can't afford to keep rebuilding.
Was that in character?
Yes, I can't do voices, and I'm gonna be in character unless I state otherwise.
Alright. Well, I don't really know what any of what you just said was, but if there's a dragon coming this way, I probably don't want any part of it either. I might have military training, but that doesn't really account for this. Well, where are you heading? Is there a nearby town I should take refuge in with you?
Well, the capital, so.
Oh, well, wonderful, wonderful. That's exactly where I was heading anyway, so I suppose I'll see you around then. Goodbye in that case, fellow citizen. And, good luck.
I can't understand half the stuff you're saying, Diamond, so.
Now you know what I felt during parts of a whole for like the entire first half of the campaign.
Anyway,
with
the
who?
Tabaxi just
With you, Diamond, I could not understand half the stuff you were saying during the first half of parts of a whole.
As Alessia, because Alessia had a British accent first, didn't she? At some point, yeah, that'll return eventually.
Yeah,
not in parts of the
I always
whole,
need
but
subtitles for British accents.
not in a not.
The Tabaxi offered you a ride. Do you accept?
Well, that's very kind of you. Considering I seem to have lost the rest of my entourage, and they'll probably regroup at the capital as well. Yeah, sure, why not?
Just she gestures to the cart being pulled by a horse. Try not to take up too much room. Half of my kids are in the back.
That's fine. I would defend them, so don't worry about that. It's not the normal trappings for the governor of Massachusetts, but it'll do.
Oh, Massachusetts, Tabaxi says indignantly.
Only the greatest state that's ever been, but okay. I think perhaps this whole region might need some educational reform. That's about it. Unfortunately, I have no power here. In the slightest, at least.
Where, Miss, that the year is currently 1518, right?
What?
It's Tabaxi just confirming the year with you.
No, that's not what what? I'm sorry? Run that by me again. What did you say?
1518. The year is 1518. I don't think there's a place called Massachusetts yet.
So wait, are we genuinely are we already out of time then in that case? I'm very confused with how the time laws work, I'm gonna be honest.
Always been out of time.
What?
There are no time laws. That's
Yes,
the
there
thing.
are no
time laws.
Precisely. So this tabaxi
Okay.
is from
It could take
1518.
Okay. It'll take you about 2 hours to get to the capital, but in that span, pathetically, 2 centuries could pass, and you'd still arrive 2 hours later.
Okay, so we are literally walking in and out of different time periods.
Yep.
Gotcha. So I would still think it's from my time period, my time, though, as this tabaxi does. I wholeheartedly believe in that case that it is more likely to be 1960, but okay, sure. Whatever you say, as long as you're capable enough to drive.
This is a horse. I think it usually drives itself, and I just give relatively helpful directions.
Yes, well, as long as you're not inebriated or whatever, but, sure.
Legally, what was your name?
Mine? Daphne, but you... Daph. Wait.
Oh, legally, Daphne. I'm not allowed to drink legally.
Oh, hold on, sorry. Hold on. Avoid... Oh, that's not a... Okay. Sorry. Emergency alert told me to avoid the highway. I can't drive. Anyway. Also, I have to clearly, because of American laws in the real world, I have to state that was... I can't... that was on my part and my account and was not meant for anybody listening to the stream because you can't actually legally play American emergency alert systems over any broadcast without then immediately having to tell people that was, unofficial, something along those lines. Anyway, well, in that case, I've heard of this wonderful new technology called a lobotomy, but that's fine. I'm not going to pressure you to anything. That's, if you're really thinking that these might be 15, I'm a little bit concerned about your current mental state. And, I've heard great things, one of my family members, but, as long as you can get me to where we're going, without, look, as long as you can get me to where we're going, okay?
In the cart. And Mr. Taxi hops on the horse, and you hop into the back of the cart, sitting on one of the many boxes, and there's a barrel with an open barrel with a bunch of books inside. The top one is a blueprint for a laser gun.
Well, I do like advanced weaponry, and I won't pass up any reading material. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna read that. Can I keep that? Is that possible for me to keep?
You can ask the tabaxi.
Say, could I keep this blueprint here? I'm willing to pay for it.
I don't know. It's like, sure, because like I don't have the technology. None of my fellow citizens have the technology to even conceptualize that thing. So,
Well,
sure, if you can actually build it.
When I take it back, I'm sure that I might be able to. That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. Life. Your character.
Hello, yeah, sorry.
Adelaide Cooper. Woo! You are also walking into the town. As I've stated, the town is mostly is being deserted. There's people getting out on horseback. Someone's saddling up an eagle because, why not? This isn't Lord of the Rings, but there's giant flying eagles. Would you like to try and get out with everyone, or would you like to try and walk?
Try and walk because like what's going on? I don't know what's going on.
Okay, you decide to forgo asking someone to hitchhike and start walking out of town. Do you want to go north, south, east, or west?
Probably north.
Okay, you are heading to Canada. I'm joking, but I mean, like, I'm partially joking, but not really. But okay, as you're taking the north path out of the city, someone calls out to you. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm just walking because I don't know what to do here. I don't understand what's going on.
You're walking in the wrong direction. Nothing's up there. Like, seriously, nothing goes up in the north. It's a frozen hellscape.
Oh, really? Is it now? So, is there any other ways I can walk that won't lead me to the wrong places?
Wrong places is a very liberal term, but I'd suggest you go east. The closest settlement is to the east, and you'd probably only be walking for about 6 hours instead of 28.
So, I just gotta take east and I'll find something.
Yeah, you'll find the capital city, and you'll just follow the line of carts. Maybe someone will be nice enough to offer you a ride.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'll go east then.
Because you seem like a nice kid, and I really hate to see you get eaten by the dragon.
Get eaten?
Reason everyone's leaving town so fast. Like, I don't know, fourth time this month that this thing has tried to, like, destroy the town.
Oh, that's horrible. I guess I should leave and go somewhere if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what everyone else is thinking.
So, do you know any good places I can stay up in the east?
Again, the capital is like, well, it's high rises, you know. Pretty sure you could find a hotel or an Airbnb or just maybe sleep on a park bench because there's a crap ton of those there.
Oh, goodness, what's an Airbnb? I've never seen one of those in my life.
The one out of character thing I might do is burn every Airbnb to the ground. Just kidding. I have a personal vendetta. Anyway.
Is Airbnb some sort of, well, what kind of place is it? I've never seen any one of those in my life.
Kid, I just know it exists, and I know it's an alternative to a hotel. I've never seen one, and I only just have a recollection of one. Pretty sure
Oh,
they aren't supposed to exist for another couple years.
oh, well, from my time, we've never seen an Airbnb before. We either got inns or hotels and such.
Yeah, just find one of those in the capital. I feel like it's less of a hassle.
Well, if you say so. Guess I'll go ahead and get going in the east and see what's on the other side.
All right. And he waves you on your way. War. Knock knock war.
Yes, hello.
Do you want to follow everyone else out of town, or do you want to do your own thing?
Do I know that the dragon's coming?
You've been in the towns. You probably overheard it from someone, but I mean, like, Everyone seems to be getting out of here in a rush. And I don't think they're like
it's a
exactly
dragon.
stopping to chit chat. Right?
Thank goodness yeah, I'm gonna follow everyone else out.
Yeah, good choice. I mean, like, there's only so much you can carry, and I don't think everyone's bringing their couches. And so, what speed are you walking? Are you walking, you sprinting, you just jogging, or you just keeping pace with everyone else?
I want to try to hitch a ride. I don't want to be tired.
Okay, the nearest cart is a 1984 truck, bright red, and it smells like weed.
Of course it does. I take a deep breath, get reminded of home. Is the back full?
It's a flatbed. It's just a like I don't know anything about trucks, but it's like yeah, the bed's mostly empty with the occasional like sleeping bag or like tarp thrown in haphazardly.
Is there
And there's
any?
also there's a chest of drawers shoved at the back.
There's a chest in the back?
No, a chest of drawers.
Oh, okay. Okay, is there anyone in the driver's seat?
Yeah, it's moving.
Oh, okay, so I just gotta hop in there, huh?
Yeah, the car is going about I don't know 20 kilometers an hour. It's the road's pretty congested. And it's not really the wisest idea to go off road, even though it's like a four wheeler.
Mm. Do I get in this random person's truck?
What are you gonna do? Realistically.
Hmm. Decisions. Did you say it's pretty hard to get into this truck?
Like a four wheeler, so I mean like other than like actually climbing inside, the car is going relatively slowly, so
Okay.
I mean how tall is your character?
Yeah. I think I said he was like 7 feet tall.
I feel like you're gonna be fine. Just need to like step in the thing.
How tall is this boy? How tall is this creature? I forget. I forgore his exact number. He's 6'7". 6 feet
Okay,
seven
because
inches.
like I mean like the car is like 6 feet tall roughly, and then like the back of the truck is like 2/3 of that height. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna get in there stealthily.
okay, you step into the truck, and immediately a child pokes his head out from under the chest of drawers. What are you doing back here? She asks.
Nothing. Just joining the caravan. What are you doing?
This is my dad's truck.
Fair. Do you have any idea of where all these people are going?
We are trying to avoid the dragon. We're also trying to avoid the sandstorm that's scheduled to come in 2 weeks' time. And well, my mom just robbed a bank.
Okay. Tell me about these sandstones, if I heard you correctly. They're coming in 2 weeks?
It's exactly what it sounds like. A bunch of wind picks up a bunch of sand and throws it somewhere else.
Yes,
I
I
don't
believe
know
I've
what
heard
else
of
you want me
those.
to.
All right.
Yeah, that's all. Who are you? And what are you doing?
Zhongjier, Land of the Grey Sands. My apologies. I was not aware that anyone was in this truck.
It's driving. How could you not assume anyone was in it?
You know those automated vehicles that I've heard so much about? Made by a who was it? Hmm. Someone with a bad track record with the black void above. I'm unsure. But he made these vehicles that required no one to sit and
Are you talking about
watch
the
or
Tesla?
pay attention. Yes, that. Thank you.
Yeah, no one
I
owns
believe
them.
that this was one of those.
Yeah, no one owns a Tesla anymore. We couple maybe 50, 52 years or so ago, we dumped all of the Teslas that we owned into the nearby river. She points downstream, down a river, as if to you know point out a giant pileup of cars, but the river is running clear. No, you have no idea what she's talking about.
I don't even know what cars are. Understood. Why? Were they faulty?
They made a better dam than a car, mostly because they were just basically bricks. So we built a dam out of
Yes,
them.
I see that. I fear that managing one of those would be quite difficult.
It took us a week to dispose of all the cars. There was only about 6, but dams take a while to build.
Indeed, they do.
Okay. So that person, this little girl is not even bothering to learn your name. What brought you to Midway Township in the first place? Because no one ever usually comes into the city. Everyone usually just leaves, and that's where the population has been slowly decreasing.
The dragon.
No,
I aim
why
to
did
kill it.
you came to well the kid stands up, slightly rocking the bed of the truck, pulls open a drawer, and hands you a sack for your troubles because you're gonna need it. It's like a little pouch, what you'd assume you'd buy a set of dice in.
Okay. I take the dice.
More, it's not a bag of dice. I'm just comparing it to something. It's just a small bag. What you'd think? Okay, or not diamond. More. It's like this.
I'm sorry. I thought this child told me to gamble because I was gonna die.
Bag like this. But this bag contains dice, so that's what I was using it as a comparison.
Okay, Okay, sure. So it's something that would
You don't
hold
know.
dice.
Yeah, but you don't know what's in the bag yet because you haven't opened it and you haven't rattled the bag yet.
Okay, I take the bag from her, respectfully, because it's a child, and I open it.
Congratulations and happy early birthday because there's 10 gold pieces in there.
Yay! I got money! I'm
Oh, I can
already
attest
richer
that
than
you
most
do
of the
not
party.
have money.
I think I do. I have 69 gold pieces. I cannot be happier. Awesome.
War, you're still not the
Okay.
richest in this
I not-
campaign.
Okay, War, I've made a rule to myself
Yeah.
unless I've made a rule that I'm not gonna retcon things. But if I would had like committed to memory that you had 59 gold pieces, I would have made the number into like 11 or 9 pieces of gold instead.
No, if you had made it 9, it would have just ended up in a 68.
And it would have been so unsatisfying.
Yeah, but now you have 69 gold pieces.
It's real. I nod at the child. Thank you.
Gamble. Kevin says gambling is bad. And then she just kind of crawls back under the chest of drawers and lies down.
Cool. I'm not gonna bother her. I'm just gonna sit in the truck and
You want
watch as
to?
the landscape passes me.
Do you want to investigate the back of the truck for anything interesting, or or do you want me to like go on to April?
Nah, bro, this is her dad's truck. Why would I want to investigate? Okay, actually, I wanna like do just. I don't want to take anything. I just want to like look around to see if he has any illegal substances other than weed, like cocaine. That's worse. Cocaine is worse than weed.
Okay, where do you want to
Why
go
does
first?
every
Because
session 1 start like this? Every session
there was
1.
any weed in the car. I never said there was any weed in the car. I just said it smelled like weed.
Hold on, is it the good weed?
Is there
Good weed.
is there a difference?
Good weed.
Like that rich weed smell, like that rich and good weed smell.
Marijuana.
Is it
Okay.
stronger
It
than
smells like
normal?
marijuana. It just smells like marijuana. Okay.
It's a mid weed. All right then.
First, do you want to look under the chest of drawers where the child disappeared? Do you want to look under the tarps? Do you want to try and look into like the driver's area?
I'm not gonna spy on her dad, bro. I'm gonna look under the tarp because I want to use the tarp as a blanket, like a little peek.
You just want to sleep under the tarp.
Well, I want to look what's under the tarp to make sure it's not covering anything important or illegal, and then I want to use the tarp as a blanket if it's not covering anything illegal.
Well, there's a bunch of wooden boards, and there's a bunch of like It looks like metal pipes. And also there's a hammer and screw somewhere. Looks like typical construction equipment.
He would notice that the hammer went missing. I'm sorry. I need to get out of my robbery brain. I'm gonna sleep under the tarp. I don't even. Do I know what a hammer is? I don't think I do.
It was literally just a rock and a stick tied together with vines at one point. So I think you know what a hammer was.
Yeah, but
Or a
this one looks
mallet.
like weird. Yeah.
I mean, fair. It is bright red and plastic, so.
Ew. No.
Are you gonna keep complaining, or are you gonna fall asleep under the tarp?
I'm gonna sleep under the tarp. I look at the hammer with disgust, and then I go to bed.
Alright. Oh. What's your character's name again? I am an idiot. I've
Vesper.
forgotten. Okay, Vesper. Do you stay in the town? Do you hitch a ride, or do you start flying after the convoy of people leaving?
I think Vesper would follow at a good distance.
Alright, you are slow. Oh, how fast are you?
I have a flying speed equal to my walking speed. So 30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet.
Okay, let's say you're okay, let's say you're about 3 meters behind like the last car that left the city.
All right.
And you surprisingly don't notice that no one else has left since you joined the convoy. But there is the person in the car in front of you is definitely giving you a weird look. What do you want to do?
I'll like lift a hand and like a kind of wave.
The person behind, or not, sorry, the person looking behind them at you turns around and very quickly tries to busy themselves with something. You want to try and see what that something is, or do you just want to ignore them because they're being weird?
Oh. Vesper and your stubborn curiosity, I think they would definitely try and see what it is.
Hey, do you want to try and like fly up to get a better vantage point, or do you want to like try and fly closer? Because you are definitely not at like at a distance where rolling investigation check would do anything.
Third option, diagonally.
Okay.
So I'm not flying closer and I'm flying up. And I'm not flying up, I'm flying both.
Flying upwards in a diagonal.
Yes.
Okay, you are now about 2 meters above the car, and
Okay.
the object that they are dealing with looks to be an elastic. A very big elastic, but it's an elastic nonetheless.
Their curiosity satisfied, they'll like kind of drop back a bit.
As you drop back, finally, the Dragonborn that I mentioned earlier is coming up in horseback and smacks into you as you fly back to your original position.
What?
would hurt just enough to startle. I'd say, like, I don't know, considering the speed the convoy is moving at, you're barely gonna bruise.
Hello there.
The Dragonborn looks to his left and right, not realizing you're below him, and you're about a foot
Hi.
tall.
Down here. Technically, I'm a foot and 11 inches.
Okay, 2 feet, still really short.
Shorter than Lana.
Yeah. Down here. Hi.
Okay. The Dragonborn looks over and doesn't know what to make of you.
What's going on?
And we're fleeing from a dragon. Well, they are. He points to the road ahead. I'm fleeing from the law.
Me too. Well, I'm not sure if it's technically the law. I'm fleeing from a government official. Does that count?
Yeah. I mean, what for? Taxes? Murder?
Mm, none of your business.
There. Can I ask anything else about you, or do you want help off the ground, or can I just
My name's
keep going?
Vesper. What's your name?
Cool. Ugh. Okay, if you can't tell me why you're fleeing your government, I'm not gonna tell you my name.
Fair.
Because, like, I said I was fleeing the law, and you can very easily turn me in, because if you haven't noticed, and he gestures to himself and his white horse, not the most easily disguisable being in the universe.
Yeah, well, neither am I.
Realistically, I could probably shove you in a backpack.
They will just have an extremely offended look on.
The Dragonborn gestures to the saddlebag, just behind him, and holds it up. It is about the size of Vesper. I could easily shove you in this, and you'd be disguised just fine.
Please don't. That seems very cramped.
Yeah, it would be, considering I've got a bomb here.
Oh, what?
Are you okay?
Yeah. You've... What's a bob?
B-O-M-B. It's an explosion. Fairies don't have explosions?
Oh, we have explosions, just not bobs.
Well, he reaches into his bag and pulls out a stick of TNT. This is a bomb, and he waves it around like it's a candle or something. You light the wire end,
Can
and it'll
Vesper
go.
take it from him?
Roll me a
It's a
strength check.
bomb.
Roll me a
yay!
Just
strength
roll the
check.
They're a
campaign. Let's
barbarian.
go.
Strength is their highest score. Also, I'm not even joking. I rolled absolutely amazing. I did one roll for Vesper's stats, and they were amazing. So, strength check. You have a +4. Come on, don't fail me now. 23.
Because the Dragonborn isn't wasn't expecting someone to grab the stick of TNT. He wasn't necessarily holding on to it like it was made of gold, and therefore it is relatively easy to slip it out of his fingers.
Vesper's just gonna like hold it up with a fascinated look. Cool.
You have the opportunity to kill a lot of people right now, and I need you to not take it. Please do not find out what a bomb does.
Yeah, they're gonna tuck it. They're gonna put it in their pack and go, I'll experiment. I'll play around with this later. And then they'll just like float to the top of the nearest wagon and just like sit on top of it.
Okay, just for the record, it's a relatively big stick of dynamite, considering it's a dragonborn's. So it's probably about 1.5 feet in length.
Oh god.
Fine, they're a barbarian. They have a straight score of 18.
Okay. And considering there's about 20 meters between this dragonborn and the cart that you're sitting on, he shouts like across the distance, if you're gonna light that thing, throw it before the flame reaches the actual red part.
Thanks for the information. I've never used a bomb before. And they're shouting that at like the top of their lungs.
Please don't, please. Please, I'm begging you, please. Please don't kill me. Please, please.
War. Genuine Captain, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just afraid of April with a bomb.
Bomb hasn't been added to Vesper's equipment. I have no clue what it does.
April, do you want to do you want to end your turn, or do you want to do something with the bomb?
No, they're gonna do something with the bomb, but later when they have like a rest, when they're not sitting on top of a wagon, like probably at nighttime. They think it's gonna be like fireworks. By the way, they do not know what a bomb does, and they will keep calling it a bob instead of a bomb.
You're phrase because you just said. What does Vesper think it is?
Like fireworks. They think it's gonna be like fireworks show.
Oh my god! I'm all the people. Okay, I was worried about
I can't
giving.
get away from her either because I don't know what a bomb is. Oh no! Oh no!
At least they're gonna throw it into the air for the most part. Assuming
No, that's not what you do with fireworks. That's not what you do with
Never let the
fireworks. You light them and then you
fireworks-
walk a few feet away.
And then because they shoot upwards.
Well, how do you?
You
How
don't
would you
throw
assume
them.
that would? Well, obviously you don't throw them, but how would you not assume that you have to throw the dot? There's not like a launching. Oh god.
Fireworks also don't have that. They come in like okay, so fireworks come in like little canisters that point up. They have a fuse that trails back, and you're supposed to light the fuse, like run like 10 to 20 feet away, and then after like I think I want to say 10 to
I know
10
how
to 15
firework
seconds,
works. I
they
just
fire.
there's generally a difference in
TNT kind of looks like fireworks.
kind of, but it would be incredibly hard to aim that upwards without the flame going out.
Not really.
Huh.
We're gonna kill a bunch of people. All right.
Assuredly.
But like April, this is what you have at the moment. This is what you have.
In Vesper's defense, they are from the Feywild and have never seen a bomb before.
Okay, and I'm from a dynasty, and I've never seen a bomb either. And I know that this is a bad idea. Actually, yeah, that kind of does look like a
Stick of
firecracker.
TNT.
No, someone
I just
probably
googled
could've-
stick of TNT.
Yeah, someone probably could have heard Vesper because they were shouting at that to the Dragonborn at the top of their lungs.
And no one's going to approach because no one wants to deal with the fairy with TNT that doesn't know what TNT is. It's like, why would you approach the
picturing-
why would you
I'm just
approach it?
picturing the what do you have? A knife? No, except what do you have? Bomb! No!
Yeah, that's basically what I'm picturing too. But also, everyone knows that she's got a bomb, and no one wants to do anything with it in case she accidentally sets it off.
They.
Wait, did I
And-
hear this? Did we hear this? I'm just curious.
I'm not the DM, but I would probably have y'all roll perception. But they did shout it at the top of their lungs, so.
Yeah, roll perception. Oh wait. Actually, don't. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception, I think it's pretty good actually. Yeah, it's 14.
I wrote it down. Okay,
Just
you
before the
can
button.
definitely you can like faintly hear someone yelling something, but you can't like distinguish words because they are a good couple hundred meters behind you.
Damn. Okay. Ball.
Why? Why do you want to like? What do you want to do? Well,
I mean,
okay.
I expected to be yelling, this is a pretty big caravan. I'm just gonna keep lying down.
Also, you got a tarp over your head.
Chilling.
I'm pretty sure tarps aren't the best for sound penetration.
No, my
Granted, they're
head
not
is out of the tarp. I am not a body underneath the tarp. Pretty much everything except my neck and head are under the tarp.
Okay, you still can't
by the
hear
way-
anything because the engine is also competing with your hearing. Yeah.
By the
April?
way,
Yes.
as the sun is like just beginning to set, Vesper will like grab the top of like the wagon cover or whatever and like flip themselves so that they're upside down and go and just like peer into the back and go, hey, do y'all mind if I crash here for the night?
We're not there yet because it's about 6 p.m. and sun isn't gonna set for a while considering it is the middle of summer.
Yeah, but like, do you mind?
I don't mind. I'll come back to that if you don't arrive first.
Thanks.
Okay. Diamond. You are still
Yeah.
sitting in the back of a van. You've traveled about, I want to say 50 kilometers. It's really not that far.
Okay.
You are still in the back. There is a box of kittens to your left, and you have the book on your lap. What do you want to do?
I don't really know if, I mean, what, first of all, what can I do?
You can. You probably shouldn't, but you can rummage through the rest of the barrel of books because, from like just what you can see, there's a lot of road ahead of you and not much else other external stimulation. Or you
That's-
could try and communicate with the Tabaxi. one riding the horse and pulling the cart, not the box, not any of the kittens in the box.
I'm just gonna look through the barrel for more reading material in that case.
Okay. Are you gonna jump it out, or are you just gonna like rummage through it?
I'm not gonna dump it out. I'm just gonna rummage through it. Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. I need to go through my notes because I actually wrote down a list of books that you can pull from. Okay, the first book that you grab is a red book with a gold title, and it's in a language that's not common. And okay, actually, I wrote down the languages you speak. So
Yeah. What language? Yeah. Do I? Yeah. I might understand it.
well, it's not in any language you'd understand. So you want to put it down, or
Obviously, I don't think I. Yeah.
okay. The next book you pick up is completely black, and it says in common the history and uses of salt.
I don't think I'm reading this one either.
Okay. The next book is not a book, it's a rolled up scroll. Do you want to unroll it?
Sure.
Okay, you unroll the top bit of the scroll, and what do you know? It's the Communist Manifesto.
I
Read it.
I almost instinctually tossed out the window. But I managed to. I kick it away from me as if I've just found like a spider on my hand. I'm like almost viscerally terrified of it. I will not throw it out the window, but it will land on the opposite side of me, and I'm eyeing it as if it's gonna come to life. Slowly, I pick up another book.
Oh, it's not so. A minute. Okay. Okay. The next book is also in common. It's To Kill a Mockingbird. You want to read that?
Finally, something not as yes. Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna skim through it, or are you gonna actually read it?
I'm gonna actually read it. I don't think there's really anything else for me to do. And it's not like I'm gonna randomly discuss the I don't think I'm gonna wait a second. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to realize something real quick. Hold on a second. Why did you have this scroll in the back of your barrel alongside a laser gun blueprint? It seems like damning evidence, I'll tell you, of something.
Damning evidence of what exactly? You're not. How do I phrase this? It's not your. It's my constitutional right to have a freedom of speech and also a freedom to consume whatever media I want.
I thought it was 1518.
Yeah, we have a constitution still that says don't be a dick and let people do what they want.
You made a handmade Actually, that's not bad. That's surprisingly very good for your little town. Yes.
Okay.
Assuredly.
I heard someone like snort. Who was that? No, go ahead.
That's, I suppose, a good thing that you do have a constitution, even though it's not the constitution. I will say I'm concerned about this and concerned about your allegiances, but I do believe in your right to this speech. Yes. So, these are yours then? And I point to the box of kittens.
Some of them are my sisters. Some of them are my mother's.
I see.
I can't tell which is which. I'm
I
pretty sure most of them are mine, though.
see. I'm not exactly sure how these are yours or your. Are these tabaxis?
Are you gonna look at the box, or are you just gonna assume that they're a bunch of like? Because if you are you gonna look in the box, Diamond? Because it's just meowing nonstop, and
Well, I can kind of assume, sort of, right?
yeah, okay. Just because you're sitting on a box, and you can see inside the box that has all the cats in it, and you just see about 20 pure black kittens with yellow eyes.
Would anyone know the difference between like a feral cat and a tabaxi kitten?
Are they Bombay? Are they Bombay?
I don't know.
Sorry,
didn't-
that's just what black cats with yellow eyes. That's the most common cat breed I can think of.
Oh
Yeah, probably. Also, it just looks like a void with about 20 pairs of eyes. The only
That
way that you can
is-
tell it's like not one big cat is because there's a bunch of little eyes in there.
That is rather terrifying. Are those feral cats or are those tabaxis?
They are tabaxis. Thanks. The
I
tabaxi that is currently chaperoning you looks mildly offended.
I apologize. You said you didn't really know which was which. I felt like assumedly.
I don't know. I don't know which of them are mine biologically, which are my nieces and nephews, and which are my sisters.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Okay. Sure. Well,
Makes sense.
We're an entire family tree of tabaxis, and when we're this small, you can't really tell until you develop a distinct personality and markings. And I'll give it a couple days, and they'll probably,
I see.
why am I explaining like biology to you? You seem like a very educated person.
I am. I can assure you I am. Yes, well, it wasn't my intention to anger you in the slightest. I just didn't really know how things work around here, I'm afraid. It's been a long trip. Well, I think I will probably just read on for now. And I don't think that there's anything else that needs to be discussed if you're still driving. So I won't distract you any further, and keep your eyes on the road.
All right. Back to Blythe if you have time. Oh wait. I just. Wait, did I already mess up my order? No, you. War.
Hi.
Hi. You are currently napping under a blanket, and you just faintly heard someone yelling something over the roar of the engine of a jeep or something.
It's
You
a
want to
caravan. It's
continue,
gonna be loud.
want to continue napping, or do you want to like investigate? Because you've noticed from the floor, there's a lot of weird things on the floor. Namely, a container of pudding that's about 5 feet from you.
That. Hold on. Okay, I pick it up. Does it look expired? Does it look like it'll kill me?
Well, it's one of those pudding cups in a plastic container with like a peel back lid, and it is. It could be Jello. It could be radioactive waste, but it is sealed. And the expiry
those the
date
same
does say
thing?
2012.
Aren't those the same thing?
So not helpful. Got it. Can I see if the child is watching me?
Sure, just roll over to the other side.
Are they?
No, they're currently trying to take the bottom of the chest of drawers apart with a screwdriver.
Is it working?
Damn. Okay.
No, because they don't have it. They haven't found a screw. They're literally just stabbing the bottom of the chest of drawers with a screwdriver.
Based.
Real. Huh? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna pocket the pudding.
Or something into the bottom, or they might just be trying to destroy it. You can't tell because you can't see what they're actually doing to the bottom of the bottom of the wood.
Cool. I'm gonna pocket the pudding.
Okay, add that to your inventory.
Okay.
Or just make a mental note of it. Actually, wait. I'll just like I've got a pencil here. I'll just make a note. April's got a bomb, and War's got a cup of pudding.
And I've got a blueprint for a laser gun.
Yeah. Good thing I left space in your character sheets. Blueprint for laser gun. Do you want to do anything else? Do you want to investigate the floor for any other weird things, or do you just want to annoy the child more?
I'll skim the floor.
Okay. You find a canister of gas, a sponge, tube of lipstick, and a moldy lime.
A moldy lime?
Yes, exactly. It's disintegrating, and it's got like green dust surrounding it, and it's half cooked into the metal bed of the truck.
I'm gonna use. Hold on. You said there were wooden boards under the tarp, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use one of those wooden boards and scrape this off.
Okay, because the biggest one or the smallest one is about, I don't know, 30 centimeters by 5 centimeters. It's a really weird piece of wood. Looks like it could be a shelf, or is intended as a shelf.
Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna scrape this off and get it out of the truck.
Do you pick it up, or do you pick it up with the board, or you just like try and push it out of the bed of the truck because the bed's closed, so you can't push it off the edge. You have to pick it up.
I pick it up with the board.
Okay, you just dump it over the side.
Yep.
Any other ground scrounging you want to do, or do you want to try and clean up the residue of the lime, because it looks like there's a couple bugs and a radioactive green colored stain that might have been the pudding. Or do you
I'm
just want
changing
to
the item
cover
description of
the?
the pudding. I'm changing the item description to will kill someone.
Okay, there is a sponge within in arm's reach. Do you want to try and clean up the lime residue, or do you just want to cover it with something and not think about it?
I want to clean it up.
Okay, roll me a flat d20.
Oh god. No, this can't be intelligence. Dexterity, maybe. That's a 13.
Okay, as you go down to clean the stain,
Oh no.
another puff of something comes up as the sponge touches it. Take 2 poison damage.
Okay.
I will explain the context behind this lime. It doesn't have any plot relevance, but I will explain the context behind this lime.
Weed. That's not weed.
It's not weed. It's not weed.
No, it's not. It's not weed. It stopped being weed a long time ago.
No, it never became weed. It was never weed in the first place. I mean, what are you typing?
Yeah,
you
your
wanna
hands are
know?
loud.
Oh, sorry.
What? I can just hear you typing, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
I'm being a Twitter warrior. Calm down. Continue on with your D&D.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
What else am I supposed to do? My character's been. My character is currently in the back of a horse-drawn carriage reading a book. I can't really do anything.
Character has a bomb.
And my character sniffed something that definitely wasn't weed.
Can you imagine, Diamond, that your character, if cell phones existed or exist in her time, that she would be a Twitter warrior? Like, I don't know. But she just like
She
posts
would
off the
be.
wall things.
No,
She
I really would doubt
off the
that.
wall things that weren't like political at all. She just like post like totally random stuff.
I really doubt that, given the fact that she's based off a president of the United States. I sincerely doubt it wouldn't be like one post a month, like most major politicians.
Or do you want to deal with the poison damage, or do you want to just ignore it like the rest of your problems?
I wanna fix it and also clean this up because there's a child on board, and I don't think this child should die from poison.
Okay, so you're gonna go back in and attack it with the sponge. You want to try and find a cleaning solution first.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
Roll
think I even know what
investigation,
cleaning
I guess.
solutions are. I don't think I know what they are, but I'll try to find them anyway. I got an 18.
Okay. You find a little little plant spritzer with bright blue liquid that's full of Windex. You don't know what Windex is, but that's what the Scotch tape with the Sharpie on the bottle says. So okay, roll me another flat
We'll
d20.
make
Let's
this
try this again.
way. Oh, that's persuasion. No, I can't use that one. Okay, that's a
Flat D-
17. That's a
Okay, you
17.
successfully. Okay, you successfully wipe out the rest of the lime residue. Do you want to? You see a trash bag behind, or like a box of trash bags in one of the drawers. Do you want to dispose of the sponge in the trash bag, or just throw the sponge out of the car?
Throw the sponge out of the car into the woods.
We are in rural Utah, dude. There is no woods for miles around.
Are there any animals that I can see nearby? That would maybe consider to eat this.
I really suggest you don't eat it, but the only thing that you can see is just it looks like just sand and rock and the occasional dotted cactus. I know that I don't actually know what Utah looks like, so I've never been there.
Does a horse look like it'd eat this?
It's a yellow scrub daddy with green slime on it. I don't think anything is eating that.
Okay, I'm disposing of it normally.
Okay.
I only litter rotting things. I do not litter with other things. I need it to biodegrade.
You do not litter potential hazardous radioactive waste. Good to know. Anything else you want to do? Or
Is there any other potentially deadly thing?
I mean, other than April with the bomb, if you want to roll another investigation check?
Sure. That's a natural one. I go back under the tarp and go to bed. Actually, no, I go under the tarp and I stroke my sword. And that's, yeah. I caress my longsword.
I realize how bad that sounds.
Yeah, I heard that differently too.
Yeah, uses the longsword as a body pillow.
Yep, that's new headcanon.
So proud of myself.
Do you want back to April? We've gone through a bit of a time skip because we're not going 1 kilometer now. We're going about, I don't know, 70. Not very fast. I mean, that's It's really not very fast, but the sun is currently setting-ish. It's not actually setting, but it's looking like it's gonna dip below the horizon. Do you want to do anything? Do you want to ask to crash into the actual, like, cabin part of the wagon you're riding on?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a strength check because you're gonna have to pull the wooden roof off of this thing.
I'm just gonna like flip upside down. Like how I went upside down into pier, and I was just gonna flip upside down into the thing.
Okay.
So like unless they
Just
close
for,
the back.
I mean, April. You do realize they're riding they're riding in a glorified stagecoach, but there's actual glass windows.
18.
Okay, you managed to pry a couple of the boards off. You can't get it, like, the boards completely off, but there's definitely enough room to poke your head under. But okay. If you let go of the board that you're currently holding up, it will snap and probably decapitate you. Just be careful.
I'm just gonna like poke my head in, and then probably like lose my balance and end up falling head first into the thing.
Now, you are suddenly sitting on, or I guess laying on the floor, looking up at three very, very, very surprised geckos.
To self, be more graceful about that next time.
What are you doing in our coach, dude?
You said I could crash here for the night, or someone did.
Yeah, I didn't mean as in literally break the roof and climb in. You could have just knocked on the window or something. We would have let you in.
Oh, sorry.
Also, why do you have a bomb?
Oh no, that's in the backpack. That's like tucked away.
Her
Oh,
foot and
okay.
a half backpack.
No, they have the
Go on.
backpack that's at
I
least
don't
as big as
complain.
them, if not bigger.
Suspiciously dynamite shaped
I
backpack.
wasn't complaining.
No, they like specifically carry around a backpack that is at the very least equal to their size, if not larger.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, food, or are you gonna expect us to feed you?
I got food. Don't worry.
Good. And as the first gecko is saying that, the second gecko drinks a little, I don't know what it's called, a lever, I guess, and rolls down the window as if it was a car, and it sticks his head out to grab a few bugs.
Real.
Vesper's just gonna like wiggle into the like, nearest open space that they can like stretch their wings in.
Look, okay, it's a human-sized stagecoach, and there were three. There are three geckos. Geckos aren't very big. They're just talking geckos.
So
Wait a
where are y'all
minute.
going?
Wait. It's a human-sized stagecoach, but 3 regular-sized geckos are driving it.
Regular-sized geckos are just in the passenger part of the coach. No one knows what's driving it because no one's actually checked. I mean, the geckos know what's driving it, but like, Vesper doesn't.
Who doesn't really care? They're just glad that it's not like a really tight, cramped space. Because if there was like no room, they probably would leave. But if it's just 3 geckos, then they'll just like lean against the wall and
It's
stretch
3
their wings.
regular sized geckos. Okay. The vibes are immaculate. Also, the plate noises are amazing ambient.
Yeah, thanks. It's stopping now, by the way.
So,
Yeah.
where are we headed, if I may ask?
Well, we specifically, and the gecko that just brought his head back from the window and on the window back up. We're going to the capital to. I actually not go to the capital. The second gecko is like, sure. What do you want to do? Go to the Amazon rainforest?
What now? Is that
And
like
then-
the Feywild?
It's a long story, but I really don't think geckos belong in the capital, mostly because the likelihood of us getting trampled and people being racist as fuck. I don't think we're gonna fit in.
You could stick with me. I mean, I may not be big, but y'all could probably ride on like my shoulders and head or something. I hope that wasn't rude.
It's not, but April. You know how? Okay. These geckos are about the size of like quarters. They're tiny things.
Exactly. So they could ride on Vesper, is what Vesper's saying. So that they wouldn't get trampled.
Cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? Also, fairy person, I never got your name.
Vesper.
Hmm. Okay, the gecko that was speaking introduces himself as House. And he is
House?
bright yellow with like the common house gecko, you know?
Ah,
I was thinking of something different.
I was gonna say,
I know you were.
This gecko doesn't have lupus at all.
It's never lupus.
And my partner over there, he points to a sand-colored gecko. His name Crest, and that one, he points to the third gecko, who is now mysteriously on the ceiling, is called Leopard. They all appear to be the same species of gecko, despite the fact that their names suggest otherwise.
Nice to meet y'all.
Yeah. Can I ask why your backpack is so huge? And what are the contents? I like shiny things.
Here, and they'll like fish out a gold coin. For the ride.
The gecko looks at the gold coin and doesn't know what to do with it because it's approximately the same size as him.
We'll just kind of slide it
Thanks,
over.
Mason.
We'll kind of slide it over, and they will just like reach into their backpack and then pull out 3 different axes.
Wait,
At once,
important
or
question.
Yes, at
Important
once.
question. Are the axes Vesper size? or are they normal size?
They're made for Vesper, but they're slightly larger than average.
All
Okay.
right.
And you said you pulled all 3 out at once?
5. I don't know how I have 5, but I have 4 hand axes and a great axe.
Roll a dexterity check, please.
Oh boy. 13.
Okay. 2 axes slide from your grip, but otherwise just clatter to the floor.
I got more of these. I've got another one of these, and I've got a bigger one of these.
Okay, April, if you had rolled any lower than an 11, I would have had either the TNT come flying out with the axes or one of the axes getting lodged somewhere in the roof.
Do you want to see the other axes?
Nope. Thanks. Leopard
Ready?
is not amused.
They will gather up the axes and like stuff them back in the pack.
Anything else in there? It isn't sharp and potentially deadly.
They'll pull out like the stuff from their like explorers pack, like the torch and water skin and rope and stuff.
Ooh. They're very amused at the prospect of fire.
I also got a bomb.
Even if it's lizards go silent. Because what else can you do?
Keep in mind, Vesper definitely did not say bomb. They definitely said a bob.
Okay. What is a op? I was asked.
I don't know. The scaly guy gave it to me. But he said to use it with fire, and I don't think you guys like fire, so.
You're not looking up at Lizard specifically, but Lizard looks very intrigued. You could almost say, oh wait, roll a perception check.
Oh boy, perception.
Oh no.
14.
Yeah.
This is how we die.
Lizard seems very, very, very interested in the prospect of fire, but you can't tell if it's a morbid fascination or genuine fear at the idea of fire inside the cabin.
Vesper's
Unless
just
you're
gonna
not like
start
looking
getting
directly
away.
up at him. We're about an hour from the capital at the moment, just at a not in any specific character, just so you know. We can time skip or we can continue with these little interactions if you want.
I'm okay with either.
You should carry the vote. Sorry, April?
I'm okay with either. I'll probably like flip a coin.
Diamond? Time skip to the capital or continue conversation?
Time skip to the capital. I am not going to say anything else.
Okay, War?
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Okay, that carries the vote. It doesn't matter what April chooses because that's the majority.
All right. So we're arriving at the capital then?
Yeah, back to Diamond. You have mostly finished the book because it's actually relatively long. Do you want to leave the book in the barrel or do you want to take it with you?
I'm not going to steal a book. For apparently, these people need all the education they can get.
What? Like Alessia? No.
Catching strays outside of her own universe. Wild.
I almost had
Rubik's Cube on
Vesper
my
unable
foot.
to read. No, I want to know. I almost had Vesper unable to read, and then I went slightly stupid character running away from a place who can't read.
Yeah, I would have just I would have continued to joke that was an Alessia knockoff.
Who's
Yeah.
not from the who's not from the continent that the campaign's taking place on.
Okay. You're gonna take the blueprint though, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, you roll into the capital. You're
Which is Salt Lake City,
unnamed,
yes? It's you're calling it the capital, but I'm going to
by definition, it's not Salt Lake City yet because I don't think Salt Lake City exists yet, considering the year it is. So yes, I am just calling it the capital.
Okay.
Okay, your tabaxi chaperone drops you off in what looks like to be just a general street market. Well, at the entrance of a street market, and she goes on her way, and she really doesn't look like she wants to engage in any more conversation. So she just kind of leaves really quickly.
I managed to yell out a thanks, though. I yell out a thank you for the ride.
Do you want to investigate the rest of the city, or do you want to step into the market?
I'll
I will
probably
just give you a
investigate.
heads up. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll probably investigate
Investigate
the
which
city.
one?
You just said the city.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I said, do you want to investigate the night market, or do you want to investigate the rest of the city? And you just said, I'll investigate. So I didn't know.
Oh.
All right.
So wait.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So wait. What am I investigating specifically then?
Investigate is a very specific word. I meant just walk around.
Okay.
In your surroundings, because this is definitely not the same place that you walk. This isn't the first town, very far from it, and it is definitely built different. I can't believe I just said that.
I see. So what does it look like instead then?
Okay. Well, how do I explain this? There's a lot of stone instead of wood. It's what you expect from an English village over in the UK. Just out of character because the UK is currently unknown to the people on this continent at the moment.
I see.
It's a lot of grays, like the sky is gray, the floor is gray, the cobblestone streets are gray. The only little bit of color is the occasional patch of grass growing between the cobblestones and in the sidewalk. But the market behind you is more gray, but there's the occasional colored tent awning to cover the merchandise being sold there. If you were to look north, there is a 5-story stone building, which could be a hotel, it could be an office building, Or it could be something that would get you demonetized on Twitch.
I see. Well, I'm not going into the last one. Well, I suppose I'm here to meet with a governor of some kind, but I wasn't expecting this. I was, Insofar as that, I'm sorry, go over the first couple again. Off buildings.
It's mostly just copy and pasted stone buildings. And then there's the market behind you, which is legit like tent stalls with the occasional colorful awning. Oh, and there's also a big green statue at the end of the road, which could be a knockoff of the Statue of Liberty, except it doesn't have a head and it's got a very big tail.
That is a mockery. And yes, I said that out loud, staring at this statue.
It's a couple hundred meters away. It could be made of pure jade. You can just tell it's green.
I still believe it's a mockery. Well,
You want to investigate the thing? Or do you want to wait for the rest of the convoy?
I don't really see a reason to do that, so I suppose I'll investigate, I guess, but I don't really know what I'd be looking for, to be honest. Or looking at.
I mean, you're 200 meters away from the thing. You'd start by walking closer.
Okay, obviously, sure, I'll investigate the statue. Should I roll for that, or...?
No, I mean, like, I use investigate really liberally, and really and incorrectly in D&D terms. But you walk up to the statue, and you can tell that it really doesn't look like the Statue of Liberty because it's not copper. It's not oxidized copper. It looks like it was a dragonborn or some kind of dragon creature when it was whole, and it looks like a religious statue.
This stands for none of anything that I would prefer to see. But, well, unless... Say, what is... I'm just going to turn to... I assume there are people around me.
Yeah, staring at you. And most of them are human.
Say, what is this statue of?
It's the closest human gives you a very weird look before saying it's a statue of our goddess of luck. It's literally it's the entire city's centerpiece. You know how statues where you're from?
Yes, I have statues where I'm from. I'd be pressed to say that the ones that I've seen tend to be a little more gilded and larger, but this is certainly a well, it seems like it took a lot of talent, and seems to be a good centerpiece for this city, so it's a nice thing to look at, certainly.
Yeah, I mean, I sure hope it took talent and time to carve, considering that in its peak it was about 500 feet tall.
Wait, what? Hold on.
I mean, like the bottom half, which is mostly just the tail and legs, are all that's left of the statue. So it looks really small. And okay, I need to get like a picture of this thing to explain it, but it very clearly doesn't follow the laws of like. Okay, this statue takes the laws of physics and gravity as genuine suggestions, not concrete laws.
I see. I
So
also
there was
didn't realize it
probably
was just the
supports
feet and legs.
at one point.
So what
Yeah.
what happened to it then? This doesn't seem to be
Um,
very complete.
Well, what do you expect when you have about 2,000 years of being a statue in the middle of a very rainy city? You kind of just erode unless
2,000
like
years.
you have
2,000 years. Wait. What year is it for you?
um 400.
400.
Yeah, we don't have any year notations, so it could very well be 400 years after so-called Christ, or it could be 400 years after. We honestly don't know at this point. We're just trying to.
What's the best technology that you are aware of?
Sorry, go ahead.
What's the best technology you're aware of?
That we have, or that I currently use. When you say aware of.
Oh, I guess you could say both, but either one might work, I suppose.
That, and she points directly up at quite frankly, a knockoff of the Starship Enterprise, but it's more streamlined and less circular.
But it is, in fact, a starship?
It looks like it. From where you are, from the ground, it looks like a more long version of the Starship Enterprise.
Daff is in awe right now. This is like a dream come true. Does that thing work?
I mean, if it didn't, it would be currently on the ground, and there would be a lot of fire, and we'd all be dead. So yeah, it's working at the moment.
How far does it go? Does that go all the way out? I mean, can that thing go to the moon?
It could, but why would you go to the moon? We're trying to get on to the next galaxy at the moment.
Oh, I see. That's incredible. I guess I heard year 400 and I had slightly less expectations. How did you manage to build such a thing? This town's very rural. I didn't assume you'd have the technology or the resources for it.
Okay. We have the resources, technology, and knowledge to build that.
You know, you're like
ship
incredibly
again.
muffled at the moment. I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
We have the technology, but we have limited resources, so it was either high-tech city or high-tech space travel. We chose the latter because we're not going to be here for very long.
I see. That if I didn't have a civic duty to my people, I would. Wow. I can't believe it. I've never seen anything like it. Wait a second. I have this blueprint here. Do you? Oh, what happened? Who left?
People.
Ah.
I'm just gonna explore the city.
I have this blueprint here. If you can build that, is it possible for you to build one of these as well?
Okay. The woman takes the blueprint, reads it, and gives you a very confused look. How did you get your hands on this? It's about 50 years old.
I found it in the barrel of my chaperone here. I was interested by its design. 50 years old? So it's an outdated model then. Is there a newer one?
Yeah, like way outdated. Everyone just carries around one of these, and she pulls out like what you think is like a laser pointer for like a whiteboard or something, or pen, and she clicks it, and a little green like beam of light shoots out of the tip before like disappearing. It doesn't
And
do
that's
anything. It just looks pretty at the moment.
oh. So it's not a weapon and neither is this?
Well, she points the pen. I'm just gonna call it a pen from now on. She points the pen directly downwards, clicks it, and a steady green laser emanates from the tip, burning a very sizable hole for the small beam of light directly into the pavement before turning, or the cobblestones, before she turns it off and lets you examine the hole. It's about 5 centimeters in diameter and about 10 centimeters deep.
I see. You said everyone's carrying one of these?
Yeah, and she hands you hers.
Well, how can I get one?
She tries to hand you hers.
Will I take it? I assume it's like, are you giving me this?
Yeah, I mean, everyone in the city has one, so, and I have a backup at home, so why not? They're really easy to obtain. They're just kind of annoying to make.
I see. And how much crime are how much crime is committed with this? I feel like there should be some sort of regulation for spy murder pens, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Considering the population of this town is about 50, and the rest of the 100,000 people are up there, he points to the ship again. It's really no one is actually regulating the city anymore because everyone's trying to, leave.
And why is that?
Well, you know, Earth, am I right? It's kind of boring.
Well, I would disagree. I would say there's still a lot to discover, but apparently you people have discovered everything already, so I suppose for you, sure. Huh. How much damage does one of these pens do? I mean, I saw the hole in the ground, but I mean, does this work against enemy combatants? I have never seen a weapon like this in my life.
If you wanted to use the actual pen part to stab someone in the eye, it could be relatively lethal. You probably couldn't burn a hole through anything denser than stone, though.
I see. Huh. Well, this is very useful regardless, so thank you.
Or are you going to continue sleeping, or do I have to get the kid to wake you up?
No. I'm awake by now. Where's the child?
Still trying to carve the bottom of the chest of drawers.
All right. Is the stain of the rotten item that shall not be mentioned still gone?
I mean, there's green residue, but it's not currently emitting damage and doesn't smell weird. So otherwise, it's gone though.
All right. I'm just gonna climb out of the truck
All
and
right,
leave the tarp. I'm leaving the tarp.
Okay, probably best not to steal the tarp.
Yeah.
Okay, considering the capital is about 20 blocks in any direction, you can basically see you can basically see the other end of the city. You can also see the broken dragon statue about 10 blocks away from you, and you can also see the giant spaceship above you. I don't know how Diamond missed it. Well, I know how Diamond missed it. I didn't mention it, but whatever. What do you want to do?
Is there a way to further investigate that huge black thing in the sky? Well, what color is the spaceship?
Silver.
Is there a way to get a better look at that huge silver thing in the sky?
I mean, you can go to the top
chair?
You can go to the top of the 5-story building that you don't know the purpose of.
And what does this building look like?
It's just a stone building, and you don't know what it is, but again, it could be a hotel, it could be an office building, it could be something that gets Diamond banned on Twitch.
Alright, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go inside there.
Alright, I am just going to.
I wanna see what this tear is.
Okay, you come to the door, do you knock, do you just barge in?
Well, does it sound like people are in there?
It doesn't sound like people are talking in there, but there's definitely you can definitely hear like movement.
Okay. Does it seem like a welcoming environment?
It's a mostly empty building. I don't know.
Okay. Will anyone notice if I go behind the back?
I mean, there's only one door on the ground floor, so sure, no one will notice.
Alright. I'm gonna start climbing the wall.
Okay. I mean, it's a stone building, so I guess roll an athletics check.
Okay. $12. Wait, I think I have a climbing speed. Yeah, feline agility. Does it not exist? Was I crazy?
No, there's no agility.
Oh, I do have a climbing speed. I do have a climbing speed. I have a climbing speed equal to my walking speed, so 30 feet.
Okay, you reach the second floor window with very little resistance, but you nearly slip and fall a few times. But because because the stones are relatively uneven, either by design or just because of lazy architecture, you don't know. You make it to the second floor window. Do you wish to proceed?
Does the second floor window have a window?
It's a hole in the. It's basically a wooden frame with nothing in it. There's no glass, if that's what you're asking. But there is a thin curtain.
There's a thin curtain. Do I hear anyone inside? Does it seem like a house? Does it seem like a room?
It seems like this is how to explain. Seems like this is just an empty floor. You can still hear people in the in the building, but it doesn't seem like there are any people on the floor. You can also just move the curtains and check.
All right, I'm gonna move him and check just to make sure.
Okay. 1 sec. I need to just check your character sheet at the moment, as I didn't write in my I didn't write in my notes that if you had dark vision or not, or any other like
I do. I have 60 feet of
special
dark
vision.
vision.
Okay, you see what appears to be a study slash bedroom from the dim light of the window that you can see. There is a four-poster bed at the far wall and about 16 desks covered in a combination of scrolls, holograms, and books.
The hell? Okay, I'm gonna get in, and I'm gonna be stealthy about it because sus. And also, there are people
Okay,
in this building, and I don't want them to hear me. And I'm gonna walk over to like all of these books.
roll a stealth check first. With
All
disadvantage,
right,
I guess.
12.
Okay. You're not the most quiet person in the world, but considering there's a little bit of noise, it doesn't. It's not anything out of the ordinary. Your footfall will land a bit heavier than the intend to, but the sound could easily be mistaken from anyone else in the building as someone walking about. You reach the
Okay.
first desk. Do you want to look at anything? There is a little circular device projecting a hologram of the ship into the air, surrounded by books. There's a Kindle somewhere emitting a soft light, and there is a scroll with a pen sitting on it. It's not one of the pens that Diamond has. It's just a normal pen, and it looks like it's a pen from an auto repair shop because there is a brand and phone number written on the side of it.
All right. I'm gonna take a look at the ship, like the hologram of the ship. I'm gonna touch it, like the hologram itself. What'd it do?
It glitches slightly before your fingers pass through it. What
Oh,
did you expect? It's a hologram.
okay. I don't know. I expected it to zoom in. All right. I'm gonna look at what's projecting it.
Interface. Okay. Do you pick the little disc up that's projecting the hologram, or do you just look at it without touching it?
Are there any buttons on it?
There are 3 buttons. One, they're all the same color, but 2 of them are long rectangular buttons with a plus and minus sign on them, and the other one is round, presumably the off button.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the plus button a bunch of times and see what happens.
You zoom in to the cockpit of the ship, though the details are very much lacking.
Okay. Can I do a virtual walkthrough of the ship?
Not with this hologram, no.
Okay. I hit the minus button a bunch of times. Does it zoom out farther? Was it already
It
zoomed
zooms out.
in?
It zooms out so that the hologram of the ship is about 5 centimeters long. It was originally about 30 centimeters long, but now it's about 5. And now there's a ladder, from what you can see, sticking out of the bottom.
Of the hologram?
Well, there, like the hologram has a ladder stick. It seems like a hatch opened in the hologram. The holographic image that's projected had a hatch open and a ladder dropped down. You can't climb into the hologram. That would be stupid.
Okay.
But according to the hologram, there is now a ladder to the bottom of the ship. If the ship above you is representative of the hologram in front of you. You choose to climb the stairs, that probably exist considering this is only the second floor of 5.
Interesting.
What will you do now?
I zoom out again. Does the ladder get bigger?
Zoom. If you zoom out, it's gonna get smaller, dude.
Oh, okay. Does it get longer?
It stays roughly the same length, despite the scale changes.
Okay.
But now that you've zoomed out, you can sort of see the roof of the building you're currently in.
Huh, okay. I'm gonna keep going upstairs quietly.
Are you gonna take the hologram with, or are you gonna just leave it?
I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay, good, because it's plugged into the wall.
I don't understand plugs.
Yeah, you say that for.
Now for this video's sponsor.
Are you gonna look for like a ladder or like the staircase, or are you just gonna wander aimlessly through the room?
The staircase, I'm trying to ascend. I want to see this big ship.
Okay. It looks like that there's a curtain off to the left of the bed with a light behind it. Do you wish to investigate?
That's
And
actually. There's a light next to a curtain next to a bed. That sucks. No. I'm not gonna investigate that.
because the thing behind the curtain is going to go ding, and you can hear mechanical whirring behind the curtain.
So that's sus. Yeah. No.
Okay. Are you going to look around more for
Machinery
the staircase?
scary.
You're going to look around more for the staircase?
Yes, the staircase. Yeah.
Okay, turning around back to the window, you can see in the faint light of the fading day that there is a small circular hatch in the ceiling with a metal ladder. Do you wish to ascend the ladder?
Cool. I go up it. Yes, I wish to ascend.
And I'm Are you okay, Diamond? Where's that sound?
You ascend.
Okay, you ascend. You push the hatch open because it wasn't locked for some reason, and you come to the third floor. Sorry, there are currently 6 people staring at you. They are seated around a table playing poker. What do you do?
The hatch. I close the hatch and I climb back down.
No, there's some confrontation. Respectable. Are you gonna do anything, or can we move on?
I just want to get to the top of this building, bro. How do I
Yeah,
get higher?
climbing. There's another hatch.
There's another hatch?
Yeah, from what you can tell, there's just a giant ladder up the entire building. Do you want to go up the ladder again?
Yeah, I want to go up that ladder. I want to go up the tall ladder.
People first, but if you don't say anything, I don't think they'll care.
Sure. I go back up. Keep my head down, walk around, take a wide berth around them, and then climb up the really tall ladder.
All right, you're now on the 4th floor. It is a fully lit room, but thankfully it looks like a lavatory. So do you want to continue up the ladder to the 5th floor and
no. I keep going up.
because okay, you're on the 5th floor. It looks like it's like half the size of the previous floors because there is an open air balcony that you can step onto, separated by a glass door. Though the top floor looks completely different. It's very futuristic, very metal, a lot of pipes, a lot of steam, and for some reason a lot of old batteries strewn on the floor. If your character knows what those are.
A lot of old batteries?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a few. I don't know what they are. They just look dangerous, kinda. And unstable.
April a bomb. I gave April a bomb. I don't think you can get any more dangerous than that. And then I also gave Diamond a laser, so.
And I have uncharged batteries.
You don't know if they're charged or not, but you don't have any method to check. You want to go to the onto the balcony where you can see a rope ladder dangling from what you presume is the spaceship.
Okay. Yeah, I go up there.
Okay, you step out on the balcony, and there are 2 humans standing between you and the ladder. You still want to proceed and try and get up the ladder.
Do they look like they don't want me up there?
No, they're just mostly confused about why you're there.
Is this a good view of the ship?
Well, it's a better view from like it's a better view from the ground, definitely, but it's still not the best view because you can only see like the metal underbelly of the thing.
All right, I gotta get higher. I climb. I rise. I continue to ascend.
Okay.
This makes me think of a.
One of
This
the
makes
humans.
me. This gives me a great idea for a one-shot campaign where the DM has to take everything that the players say literally. So War says "I ascend," and that means you immediately die, and you go to heaven.
Okay. One of the humans who get for no obvious reason, it didn't stop you from climbing the ladder. Shows up at you. What are you doing? You're supposed to be up here. To which his partner replies, "Then why'd you let him climb the ladder?"
To get the better view.
What? The second time shouts.
What?
What? The city? What do you want a view of?
I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. The people that are standing at the base of the ladder yell up at you, and they're asking what you want a better view of, the city or the ship, because they're very confused on why you're like a quarter way up the ladder.
The ship, obviously. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, how do you not know what a ship is? At this point, one of the men is climbing after you just so they can stay within earshot of you.
No, I stopped. I stopped climbing once he decided to talk to me. Ah. Well, I am clearly not of this place. What year is it to you? I am curious.
Roughly 401. Why?
I am from 768. This is unfamiliar to both you and I.
What's unfamiliar here is the fact that you just decided to climb into a spaceship of all things. I've never seen you before in my life.
Nor have I. Would you rather I simply climbed up the entire building? This felt more polite.
Whatever. The man slides back down the ladder and lets you continue because he never get paid enough for this.
Okay. I keep climbing.
Okay. You're about three-quarters of the way up. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I want to get on the roof. I don't want to get on the ship because that feels very dangerous. I want to get on the roof so I can look up at it.
I think there's a miscommunication issue because you're currently climbing the ladder up to the ship.
Can I jump onto the building, onto the roof?
No, you probably die of fall damage, and the roof and like the top of the ship is way above the roof.
When I need to go down, hold on. I'm gonna go back down to the balcony. And then I'm gonna climb. up the build.
You're still about 50 meters from the bottom of the ship on top of the roof.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide all the way down back to the two men. I'm still 15 Wait, what? I'm still okay. I'm still 15 meters from the bottom from the ship.
50.
Wait.
50. It's a comically long ladder. It's a rope ladder because that's funnier.
I'm 50. Oh, okay. Like move away from the building.
It's still wait, sorry, what?
Does the ladder move away from the building?
It's not moving necessarily, it's mostly just like swaying in like the faint breeze. Because it is a 50 well, it's a 50-meter long ladder. Otherwise
Okay.
also is that the back she'd definitely be able to see the rope ladder from where she is, even if you couldn't see details. Yeah, never mind. Go ahead, War.
And also me. I'm just gonna climb it. I'm just gonna climb the rope ladder.
Yes, I don't know, maybe 20 feet up before you spot something over in the distance. Because, you're
Oh no.
as much as you're focusing on the rope ladder, it's kind of hard to miss the fact that there is something moving in the sky towards you very, very fast.
Ruh-roh.
And that's where we're going to end the session.
Shape? Oh no.
It's just a white dot getting bigger at the moment. But that's where we're going to end the session for the day.
Epic.
Thoughts on session 1.
Hey.
Well, I didn't really do anything, to be honest.
I broke into a place. I interrupted a poker game and made it really awkward, and then I climbed a ladder.
I'm playing a lawful character this time, so it's not like I can really get into much chaos without the rest of the party having met first. I think I wish we had everybody else that was initially going to attend. Like Derp had said that they would be a few days ago, and like obviously schedules changed and everything, but yeah, we didn't have the full force of the party, and Skrill dropped out obviously, and but it was a well handled campaign. It was well handled. It was well handled session. Absolutely. I just didn't get to do like anything. I got a laser pen.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. I've got a bunch more planned, and I will admit I pulled a lot of the stuff that happened in the later part of the session out of my ass because I wasn't expecting the session to go on that long. But I also needed a place to like neatly end it. Oh,
I see. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, realistically, if the session would have roughly ended when you arrived in the city, but then I had a slight idea, and I had a bunch of lore for the statue, but then Also, forgot that I plan to have a spaceship docking on the city, so. Anyway, it was really fun to see you guys interact with my world for the first time, and I hope you enjoy everything else I have planned.
I'm
And
sure I
you're
will.
probably correct
Yeah.
about the white dot getting closer.
Yup. This is really bad.
White dot. Considering looking at my stream right now and seeing a gigantic white dragon on the cover, I have a. I'm slightly worried, but whatever.
I'm about to get a front row seat to either the bridge being burned or the spaceship crashing and burning into the city.
Oh, you're gonna Loki this
One of
thing.
the
I
two.
see. Yeah, gotcha. Sure. Yeah. All right.
Honestly, the party's gonna meet. Even if only small groups of you meet, like one or two, and even if you guys meet in groups of one or two, I think I'm gonna be able to get the party together very fast.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, this was very fun. I'm very excited.
Yeah. The idea for the campaign, it was literally. I can't say. I can't point to one thing that like made me think of this campaign, but it was a combination of very weird events.
I see. All right. Well, I should get going then. So I'm
Yeah,
excited to see
it's
where it
late
goes
for
for
me,
now.
so
Yeah.
yeah, me too.
I'll just
Night,
type
y'all.
out the section 1 recap for the channel,
All right.
and see you guys later. I Sundays or not Sunday. Saturday is probably going to be same time as session 0 because I'm working until 5.
Wait, we're having another session tomorrow?
No, I'm like next Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I'm busy this Saturday, which is why it's on Friday today. So
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I'll see you guys later then.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.